The name is Jack Shepherd, a nobody, a random blip on the radar, a random bystander that you would walk past any day and wouldn't pay any attention to. A man that's been down on his luck, been dealt one too many bad hands by the world, by the universe, just trying to change his ways, to make himself something, to have at least one of his dreams come true, something to fill his life with purpose. He has no family. He has no allegiance. He is just there for himself and himself alone. One day, as he was just minding his own business, just trying to survive in the settled systems, he stumbles across a pamphlet for a tiny little house that could be his, but he had to pay an exorbitant amount to Gall Bank. So, he had to do various things to get by, to try and achieve that dream. Something that can fill his life with purpose. He crossed off many jobs, but they weren't enough to keep him afloat. He found a man that was probably he was hoping for, to get him out of this rut and help him achieve his dreams. But Jack must have done something to piss him off, tick him off. And now, Jack has a bounty on his head. He's wanted. And on the run, being chased by bounty hunters across the galaxy, he got in contact by a shady organization that's willing to pay him a few credits if they're willing to conduct an experiment on him. Little did Jack know this little experiment would have changed his life forever, splicing his own DNA with alien DNA. He's still human in appearance, but there's something inside of him that's operating a whole lot different. Jack's a little bit more resilient now. He can, run a little bit longer before tiring out, but now things just don't taste right. He's not as, rested as before. He couldn't take the life anymore. Everything was falling apart. No one to talk to, no one to trust. If he were to die tomorrow, no one would bat an eye. So he only had one other option. With some contacts, his data got scrubbed. His file erased. He truly became a nobody. A ghost. We don't even know if someone helped him out or if he managed to pull it off himself. But it bought him enough time to at least get as far away as possible from whoever's trying to cross him off the list, so to speak. And now, he's on Vectera doing a random-ass job as a dusty for the Argos Mining Company, just to try and get a few credits to get him by. He was just thinking, it'll be another job, another gig. Just, something to put some food on the table, or rather on my lap. They go into the caves, business as usual, and then Jack stumbled upon something that would change his life forever. The artifact. He could hear strange music all around him. He saw pretty lights. Things were floating in front of him, almost as if gravity was out of whack. But as soon as he put his hand on the artifact, he didn't know what was going on. He was overwhelmed by the sensation. Wakes up shortly after on an operating table, and he gets outside. That beautiful man, Barrett, just comes on down, tells him, "You're a part of Constellation now. You have to go to New Atlantis to meet everyone else at the lodge. You have to deliver this artifact." Indigo Protocol. With no other choice, you had to go and do it. You had to deliver this artifact to Constellation. With a small detour leading you to Crete to take on a captain pirate that's now up your ass. Then you deliver the artifact to the Constellation team. You see other artifacts on a table. And once you have yours put up there, you and the rest of the team is in awe. It is a set. These artifacts are linked together. They ask for your help to join them in this exploration. But it's just too much with everything you've just been through just now. Between pirates chasing you down, being a wanted man in your past life. No. You said no. I need some time to think about this. And from there, your journey starts at the bottom, in the slums, where you'll be going to Neon City. You might be working for Eugen, trying to make a name for yourself in the cyberpunk-esque dystopian area. But it doesn't work for you. You're tired of being the bad man. You want to change. You want to turn over a new leaf. You go to Aquila City. You help out the Freestar Collective. Help them out with some of their problems. Try and do some good for a change. But that scenery just ain't for you. Your final option, besides hanging around with a bunch of pirates, your only other option is to maybe hit it up with the UC Vanguard, become a proper Marine, do something good and meaningful with your life, maybe save a few hapless survivors, take on some pirates, try and keep the peace and order. All the while this is happening, you're trying to survive on your own, even before you met Ryujin. You got the frontier, a gift handed to you by Barrett. You start exploring the systems, trying to find a place you can call home. But every planet you land on, every outpost you try and build up, it's just a stepping point in your journey, in your life. Yeah, you managed to tinker with a few things, learned a lot of valuable experience. A lot from outpost building. You're a little bit better with your ships. You can take a few extra punches. You can haggle your way to a few extra credits. Yeah, you're learning as much as you can, because there's one thing you did learn. You gotta learn everything you can to survive in the cell systems. No one will hold your hand. And then, after you help the UC Vanguard, you've been across the galaxy. Everyone knows who you are. You have a lot of credits in your pocket. You might have even find a way to finally get that bounty off your head. And hey, eventually you will get that dream home. You did it. You managed to fulfill an old promise to your past life. But still, there's one thing in the back of your head, something scratching at the walls. You hear that music every time you wake up. You see the blinding lights. You keep thinking back to that moment that changed your life forever. You wake up one day, everything in your hand, content with life, except one thing: the truth. What was that artifact? Who made it? What is truly out there in the galaxy? With everything else taken care of, you realize what you have to do. You realize what your true goal is. You go back to New Atlantis. You go to the lodge. And you tell Constellation, I'm in. Because you want to know for certain what truly is out there. And that is when the true story of Jack Shephard will begin. Now, I'm paraphrasing it best because I was thinking of this little monologue or a little bit of a story as I was at work today, but I feel like I wanted to at least immortalize my first character for Starfield, because I will say this, no other game, no other RPG has ever made me want to like role play that hard, like actually build a character in my head. Even before I bought Starfield, I was thinking to myself, I want to build these traits and this background around the character and like tell my own story with him. And that's what I'm kind of doing right now. Given I'm kind of taking advantage of an outpost thing, so to speak, to get me a fuck ton of resources and some XP. But I feel like, unlike all the other Bethesda games, primarily Fallout 4 and Skyrim, I think I will go to distance here. I actually do want to do all the side quests. I want to check out all the factions, not the pirates, but I do want to check out Neon's Ryujin. I want to go to Aquila City and see what the Freestar Collective is like. I want to become a typical grunt marine. And then, once I'm done with everything else and I have my fill, I have the frontier fully upgraded, I have all the skills I could possibly need, then I will truly begin with this quest. But yeah, I just wanted to say all that and just, get that off my chest. I wanted to, like, make this first character feel special in a way. But, yeah, that's all. Hopefully you guys, playthroughs of Starfield are going well. See ya!